Understanding God's involvement on a matter. Zephaniah chapter 3 and verse 19. I will undo all that afflicts thee. Behind every deliverance you receive, every near danger you escape, or near death experience you survive, is God's direct involvement. There are basically three ways God may get involved on a matter to bring us a solution: deliverance, exemption, or anything else as the case may be. There is divine interception, there is divine interruption, and there is divine intervention. Although people use these terms interchangeably, they are not altogether the same. When something leaves the realm of divine interception, that is the stage where it could have been spiritually prevented, it enters the realm of divine interruption. And if God does not come through for you for any reason, it crosses over to the stage where you begin to need divine intervention. And you know that at this stage, solutions are hard and efforts fail except God comes through. Now, divine interception is God's preventive measure. That is, every event, action, or anything else God enforces to ensure that something unpleasant, something you don't like, does not occur. More often than not, these actions are dramatic or even slightly annoying, but in the end, you become grateful for it. A simple scenario is a regular story of someone who had boarded a bus, felt pressed after waiting for some time at a park. He goes to ease himself, and before he gets back, another passenger had taken his space and refuses to reconsider. Alright, the bus leaves the park, and the man, feeling sad and unlucky, steps into another bus. Few minutes or hours into his journey, he sees that the first bus he was supposed to be in had broken down on the road, or something worse had happened to it. Only then he begins to feel thankful to God for interrupting or intercepting an evil occurrence in his favor. Another scenario may be a young guy who has delicately dressed up for work in the morning, knots his tie and steps out feeling handsome. And as he tries to lock his door, his stomach starts rumbling unbearably, which means he must use the restroom. Now he's upset at the clock ticking and the effort it would cost him to get back inside, unknot his tie, undress himself, empty his bowels, wash up and dress up again. But unknown to him, a divine interception may be taking place in his favor. When God said, I will go before you and make every crooked path straight, now this is what he was talking about. Perhaps God pushed him back inside for a flying arrow to pass, for a stray bullet not to hit him, for him not to be a victim of any unpleasant experience. But he is not aware. He is upset because he wants to be early. Is it not better to be late than to be delayed? Divine interception may come with subtle or little inconveniences, but in the end, you'll be grateful to God for it. Another thing worthy of note here is that 90% of the times, God does divine interception undercover. You are not aware, but 10% of the times, He allows you see it so that you can understand how much He's working on your behalf. And if He reveals things to you through dreams or impresses a matter in your heart, pray and act immediately, and do not let things cross over to the other stages when you are already aware of it. Divine interruption is God breaking into a matter midway to truncate it or abort it, thereby ensuring that an evil agenda does not run its full course on you. You have done something in your workplace for which you were given a letter of indefinite suspension, and 3 days while you were feeling remorse and asking God for mercy, the office calls you back and says to you, you are forgiven, return back to work. how would you feel? You have done something terrible for which you were charged to court, and few days into it, you were called by the person who sued you, saying, "Let's settle out of court." Now, that is God interrupting a process which would have cost you time, energy, resources, peace of mind, or even life, depending on the gravity of the offense. And divine intervention is God weighing in on an overwhelming matter or situation that has defiled all efforts and human strength in order to bring it to a permanent end. Human beings have strength. Your money can be your strength. Your family can be your strength. Your connection can be your strength. Your beauty can be your strength. And your knowledge, profession can be your strength. But there are problems that befall a man, and his greatest strength becomes a joke. When this happens, what you need is divine intervention. The difference between the stage of divine interruption and divine intervention is that at the stage of divine interruption, you already have a problem, but it has not soaked you. Before people begin to notice, God comes through and it is gone. They become confused. "Oh, I saw this person last week. I thought he wasn't all right. But see, he looks all cool." But at the divine intervention stage, you have a problem, and the problem has soaked you in, such that even the blind can see it. It's a regular preach in church that the woman with the issue of blood, we were not told her actual name. She was called and known by her predicament, the issue of blood. Listen, once people can conveniently call or describe you by your predicaments, what you need is divine intervention. God does not only intervene on prolonged issues of life, He also intervenes on matters that requires urgency. When Daniel was cast into the lion's den, God tamed the lions immediately to preserve Daniel. When Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were cast into the lake of fire, God quickly stepped in. God stepped into the fire and numbed it, such that the fire became afraid to consume. Why? Tremble, thou earth, at the presence of the Lord. Now that you have clarity, when you arrive your secret place with God, channel your prayers appropriately. Examine your life and apply. What are the things that need to be interrupted by God, so they won't have to run their full course on you? Also, what are the things that have overstayed their welcome around you, that God may intervene? It is important to know that everything God does, there is a reason for it. As He said to Abraham, "Because you have done this thing, in blessing I will bless you." So why would the Almighty, the all-sovereign God, choose to interrupt a matter in your favor? Why would the Almighty God choose to intervene on a matter in your favor? Number one, as an answer to prayer. Every time you pray, God answers. Things that requires urgency are treated immediately, and for things that are important but not urgent, the answers are activated and waiting for the right timing. When the need arises, the answer is divinely activated. Any evil you always prayed against, whenever it's likely to happen to you or around you, the answer to such prayer you made in the past activates against it to bring you some kind of deliverance. Number two, mercy. As it is written, showing mercy to 1,000 generations of those who love Him. God takes your love seriously, and on this ground, He shows you mercy. When God searches your heart and sees that you love Him, and genuinely so, even though you are not perfect, He activates mercy to avert evils from you. Number three, records. What things you have done. God remembers and rewards a man by what things he has done. On that night could not the king sleep, and he commanded that the book of records should be brought. And it was found written that Mordecai, Esther chapter 6 and verse 1. What is written about you? What can God remember about you? And David said, is there anyone left in the household of Saul that I might show him kindness for Jonathan's sake? It will be correct to say that the life you are living does not end with you. The things you do extends to your seeds after you, and it continues even so from generation to generation. So you are the one who determines what is extended to your children, mercy or punishment. God sees and hears even our secret acts of good and evil, and he keeps record. It is from this record that he decides whether or not to undo all that afflict us, because everything he does for a reason. As I said before, God had said to Abraham, because you have done this thing, in blessing I will bless you. Arise therefore and entreat God for divine interception, interruption, and intervention. Jesus is Lord. Victoria Lords, everyone.